Hi, my YouTube family. Welcome or welcome back. We have a collective message for you guys today, and this is going to be all about what is actually keeping you small, keeping you unhappy. We're not talking about, well, we will get into everything, of course, but we're going to be pinpointing at its core what this is for you and how you can move on from this, or how you can shift the energy to work in your favor. Okay, so please make sure to like this video, comment down below if there are any topics, areas of life that you would like me to do a reading on for you guys. And of course, subscribe. We are almost at that giveaway goal. I'm literally so excited. Every day I'm seeing these subscriber numbers go up and up and up, and it's so exciting. So definitely subscribe, join us over here in our family. And yeah, let's get into your message, shall we? So I've pre-selected the cards here. I haven't looked at them quite yet, but we will lay everything out at once and then get into your message, okay? Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. We have the Four of Pentacles. Uh-oh. We have the Two of Swords. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords. Interesting. Okay. Then we're going to go for, we're going to make sure these are nice and set. Then we have family traditions. Students. This is in the reverse, so I will leave it in the reverse. We have your faith is lacking. We'll put this right over top. And then we have the impotent lover. This is very interesting. Okay. All right, you guys, let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is look over here. This is going to tell us what you are perceiving to be the problem. Okay, so what is on the surface here? What is the surface level kind of excuse or thing that you are seeing that's making you believe that's the problem? Okay, with the Knight of Swords here, this is definitely telling me it could be communication, it could be flightiness, this could be you feel like you're moving too fast, or things are moving too fast for you, because I kind of see him chasing after his bike here. He's not on his bike. Okay, so things are moving so fast that he feels like he's needing to keep up or catch up. Okay, and then with this family traditions card, do they align with who you are at your core? Interesting. Okay, honoring or blindly following. So you feel like this could be issues of chasing after, or chasing after, trying to shoot for a certain goal. This could have to do with family. You could feel like a lot of your family, a lot of the things you've inherited from your family are part of the issue, are part of the reason you're unhappy right now. Okay, you feel like maybe the communication with your family, maybe the unattainable fucking expectations that have been put on you by your family. You can't really tell if you're moving forward and moving fast because you want to, and this is your goal, and this is your passion, and this is your idea, or because that's what you were told to do. That's what's expected of you. That's what gets the applause. That's when people are going to say, oh, I see you doing this thing. I'm proud of you. I like that. You know what I mean? So there's definitely issues of validation here. Again, communication, you could feel like that could be part of the issue as well. Okay, but we're going to get into what the actual issue is. Okay, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is super significant. We have 3 cards coming out representing air signs here. We also have earth signs with this Four of Pentacles, which we're about to get into. Okay, so this Four of Pentacles definitely tells me when it comes to the core blockage, right? So what is this thing that's keeping you unhappy, truly, that's keeping you small, that's keeping you tucked away, right? What is this subconscious fear or this limitation that you can't seem to shake? And Four of Pentacles talks about scarcity mindset. It talks about lack mindset. It's not a problem that you're moving quickly. It's not a problem that things are moving quickly around you. It's not a problem that communication is shifting and changing, or dynamics are shifting and changing. None of this is the actual problem. It's not about how you were raised or what you've had to endure in your childhood or teenage years. It's about how you are holding on to certain things and how you won't let that shit go. Okay, the Four of Pentacles tells me when you are, especially as a blockage, right, this Four of Pentacles, you are not allowing yourself to let go and let God. Okay, you are not, your faith is lacking, okay, so to speak. You are not letting yourself you're not letting yourself feel like you're enough. You're not letting yourself feel like, I'm grateful and I'm happy for what I have right now. I don't have to hold on to it desperately. I don't have to constantly be, putting myself down because I'm not meeting a certain expectation, or holding myself in this box, suffocating myself in this box because people say I look so pretty in here. You know what I mean? Like, there's something very, very deep here when it comes to validation, when it comes to rejection wounds, that I really encourage you to work on. Okay, I do offer divination and spell work, but my consultations are also for advice and for guidance when you feel like maybe you don't necessarily want a reading, you just need a little bit of advice. Maybe you want me to hear you out on certain things. You have certain questions, you know what I mean, that I could answer that you're not necessarily asking your spirit guides and spirit team. That's also what my consultations are for. So if you feel like that's something you need, I encourage you, ask the questions that need to be asked. Dive deep into these subconscious fears around rejection, around scarcity, around lack, around poverty. This could be, again, why you feel like the home has a lot to do with it, and the way that you were raised has a lot to do with it. And it's not to say that it doesn't have something to do with it, of course, but I am saying that's not the actual issue here. Okay, with this Student card coming out here, and it is in the reverse, it says receiving, open to learning. Okay, desire to grow and be more. Yeah, that's not where you're at right now, and that's part of this big reason that you're so unhappy. You have to be willing to let go and let God. Sometimes in your life, you are going to reach a certain point. You're going to hit a certain phase that tells you there is no more showing up and showing out and showing off. There is no more applause right now. Right now, it's time for you to learn. Right now, it's time for you to grow. And it's not that you haven't had personal growth and experienced it before. You're just at a different level right now. And that's why it feels so, I heard attack, and then I heard antagonizing. Excuse me. So either of those words can really resonate with you and how you're feeling when it comes to being so unhappy about this. Okay. This also, this also brings me to the home. Okay, so there are things about the home that you are unhappy with and that have stuck with you. But again, this is you holding on to these things. It's not necessarily that those things are the problem. Spirit's telling you to meditate, my love. You need to meditate. But we'll get into things you could practically be doing in just a minute. Let's go ahead and move on to this third card here. This Two of Swords, which is going to tell us in detail for us, really, what do you gain? Okay, what do you gain by staying still and staying in this Knight of Swords energy, this position? Okay, what do you get from sitting in this Four of Pentacles energy, sitting tight and holding on to these things? What's the benefit of your stagnation? What's the benefit of sitting here being unhappy? You know what I mean? And the Two of Swords tells me the true benefit here that you're getting, or that you're feeling like you're getting from sitting still and holding on, has a lot to do with you not having to commit. Okay, you feel like, if I don't commit, then I'm not making a wrong decision, right? I don't have to pay attention to picking this or that, or going this way or that way, or sharpening my thoughts and my focus and my plans so much to go down one path and one path only, because I haven't committed to one thing. So I can still explore. I can still look this way and this way, right? But Spirit's telling me here, your faith is lacking, and that's all this is reinforcing to the universe. I don't trust myself to make a decision. I don't trust the universe to guide me in the right direction. I don't trust that God is telling me exactly what I need to hear when I need to hear it, and just going and living based off of that, okay? Your faith is lacking here, and I feel like although you are very much aware that you have this disconnection spiritually because of the struggles that you're facing, right? Although you are aware of this, for you, for some reason, there is safety in controlling the timeline. There is safety in, dare I say, the confusion, okay? Yeah, somebody could have been raised, you could have an Aries fourth house, something similar, fire sign fourth house. You could have been raised with a lot of fighting in the home, a lot of arguments. Maybe you just grew up around lots of people and there was always a lot of chatter, a lot of noise. That's what these two birds are giving me here. And now you've continued to chase after these certain goals and ambitions and ideals and beliefs and morals. You've chased after all of those things still with these old voices in mind. You know what I mean? You've held on to these things, babe, and you don't deserve to hold on to this shit anymore. Okay, you deserve to be happy. You deserve to feel free. You deserve to feel like, oh, I know for a fact that when I let go, I'm actually so much better off than trying to hold on and trying to make things happen and trying to ensure that things go my way. Okay? Now, last but not least, we have the Queen of Swords out here, okay? And the Queen of Swords is here to tell us about this immediate breakthrough, okay? What is the action that you need to take? What is your prescription, honey? And the Queen of Swords tells you to follow in, okay? They're not telling you to completely step out of your comfort zone with this Queen of Swords, but they are telling you to switch your perspective a little bit and ask yourself from an observant point of view, as unbiased as you can, right? Ask yourself, what is the logical reason behind path A and path B? What is the logical reason that I feel like I am in this tough space and having this tough experience? And how can I logic my way out of it? What makes sense to get me out of this situation? I feel like, although it's simple, it may not be easy, but this is what you're encouraged to do. Use that mind of yours, okay? It's strong, it's intellectual, it's powerful. And there's magic in the mind, there's magic in the tongue. So when you decide on something mentally, when you pick a decision, because that's also what they're telling you to do here, is sharpen your focus and look in one direction, solely one direction, and go that way with confidence, go that way knowing that, okay, my spirit team, my spirit guides, my ancestral team, they have my back, okay? They're not going to let me wander around here lost, struggling forever, okay, if at all. All right, so we also have the impotent lover coming out. So this is a masculine energy. This is someone who's quite withdrawn, okay? This is someone who kind of sees gray everywhere. They have a very gloomy outlook, okay? Some may call this pessimistic. Overall, I feel like Spirit's telling you here, you don't have to be emotionally invested in every decision that you make. You just have to be confident in that decision and know that you're making that decision for your betterment, for your greatest good. Do you see what I'm saying here? It's kind of like similar to when we talk about discipline and motivation. Sometimes you don't do things or you shouldn't do things based off of how motivated you feel, based off of how much you want to do this thing, how good it feels. Some things just need to be done, period. And you are at that point in your journey, okay, your spiritual journey, my love, where you're unhappy, and that unhappiness isn't going to go away unless some things are just done, okay? So look into your mental map, my love. Use this Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy to your advantage. not to your disadvantage. That's what you've been doing lately with the overthinking, chasing after certain things, moving too fast, thinking recklessly or acting a little bit recklessly because of this overanalyzing. But they're telling you, no, 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 there is nothing to overanalyze here. There's nothing to look super, super deep on here, okay? You've got this, okay? You've got this. We're going to get you some pieces of advice here from the Children's Well-Being Oracle deck. Just as that nod that you need before we head out, okay? Bit of a rough shuffle there, but we got what we needed. All right, let's see. We have, I am integrated. I am a part of a harmonious whole. This is so, so important to remember and to tell yourself as you are doing this mental work, okay? Remind yourself, especially when your faith is lacking, especially when you feel as though Spirit's not hearing you, Spirit's not helping you. They are, and not only can they see you, but they are a part of you, and you are a part of everything else, right? There's nothing that you desire that is outside of you, okay? So don't sit in this lack mindset. Don't sit in this scarcity mindset of, oh, I need to figure out a way to get this and do this and do this and get here and get there and get these accolades and, you know, make sure I have this and this done. The more that you lean into this law of oneness, the more that you realize when I integrate things versus just holding on to them or trapping them or keeping them isolated where I can control them, things feel so much more harmonious, okay? Last but not least, we have this beautiful yellow card. I feel like just looking at this makes me so happy. It says, I am inspired. I allow my will to lead the way. Okay, so Spirit's definitely, again, telling you, don't completely get rid of this air sign energy that you have. It's very, it is very motivated, but just not for the quite right reasons. And that's why this motivation hasn't gotten you as far as you're assuming it would have, or that you were hoping it would have, okay? Definitely work on that third eye chakra, that brow chakra, as well as your solar plexus here. That has to do with everything about your vision, about your plans for yourself and where you're going and who you are. It has everything to do with your inspiration and your creativity, the things that you feel passionate about and excited about and to do and to learn, okay? Remember that you are a student in this life. Not everybody has it together, and nobody ever will have it all together. But that doesn't mean you can't learn and improve each day. It doesn't mean that you'll never get to those goals. It just means sometimes it takes a shift in perspective when it comes to what the real issue is and how to tackle that, okay? So I love you. I appreciate you. Ensure that you are looking around with inspiration, looking around, reminding yourself that you are definitely a part of something bigger, okay? I love you so much, collective. Thank you so much for joining me here. Again, if you guys would like some divination or spell work done, or there's a consultation that you want to have for a different reason, you can definitely fill out that Google form, click a time, and then we're going to get to chatting, okay? I love you. I appreciate you. I cannot wait to see you either in a one-on-one booking or right back here on my channel again. Bye, you guys.